What do you mean? Where my parents are from, or where I was born? What do you mean? It's such a deep one. Okay, so my dad is he was born in England. His parents were South American and
No
Jamaican.
way.
Yeah, and my mum was born in Dominica. She's born and bred in Dominica.
God, let boom. No wonder
Yes.
you're so handsome.
Hey, there we go. Brudsy getting chatted up on the show again, guys. There we go.
But
All right.
yeah, no, you're very look, you're very like well put together.
Oh, happy days. Okay, we're going to jump straight into the interview. What's up, guys? You're watching Brudsy Entertainment. We are joined by a very special guest today. She goes by the name of Daniela Miller on TikTok, guys. She has some amazing stories, guys. So we're going to sit tight. She's been through a lot. We're going to take our time with her, and she's going to divulge as much as she wants about her life story as she wants to. So, Daniela, we're going to jump straight into it. Just tell us a little bit about who you are, just where you're from, how old you are, where you grew up, and some very basic stuff, please.
Well, my name is Danielle. I grew up in North Belfast. I'm 28 years old, 28 years young, but yeah, that's where I'm from, Belfast.
Okay, okay, and okay, and how was your childhood growing up and stuff? Like, did you have a good childhood?
Um, well, we had the Brits that took over. Like we had, it was just coming out of the peace agreement,
Hmm.
and I had a gun pointed to my face. I had my house raided for guns and ammunition. My whole house was tore apart, like pipelines, everything. So my childhood was pretty was pretty eventful. Let me tell you.
Wow, wow. How old were you when that happened?
I was about 13.
Wow, that's incredible. And do you still remember? I mean, that's quite a dramatic sort of thing to sort of experience to go through. I mean, just
No, no, I wasn't traumatic. That was not.
that was
Do you know what
normal.
I mean?
Fricky now. So yeah, I suppose so. If you're brought, yeah, you just brought up in them sort
It
of
was
like
like
situations.
absolutely nothing to me. Like,
Hmm.
why?
That's
And then after that, I did my GCSEs and stuff, and I actually did pretty well on my like English lit. But I decided to go like to tech, and I went to tech. Fuck, the fella like always drove me over, and on a taxi says, "Fuck, you're gonna come out here on a coffee," because like I was the longest person going there.
hmm
But I ended up getting a job for the tech that I was working on, and then I'd fallen pregnant with my son, Lincoln, and I had a blood clot in my womb. So I had to give up that job. It was terrible. Like even just thinking about it now, like that was bad crack. So I gave that up, and but then I have a beautiful son, Lincoln. He was born by C-section, like it was emergency. Um, so I could say it was worth it.
Well, okay. Wow. And so growing up is quite a sort of is it really you've been brought up in sort of like a war zone sort of, and then obviously.
Yes, yeah, definitely, 100%. When I was like the first time I ever got arrested, I was 15,
Mhm.
and I'm not joking you. Like they pepper sprayed me for no reason. Sorry, my camera just come home. Now. They pepper sprayed me for no reason. They um they beat the fuck out of me. Like I'm not joking. I remember my mum going in and saying, "That's not the way you took my daughter in." My whole face was just boom. You know,
Wow. And who's it that beat you up? The police or was it soldiers? Or
the
what's going
cat,
on?
the popo.
Really? Why would they do that though? At
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, they did. I tried to get them done. I went to like you call it omnibus here.
Yeah.
I went to that and I did get her punished, but she's a senior now.
Hmm.
So it didn't punish her that much.
Okay. So you go for a very you go through a very like I don't know. Most people say like bit of a crazy upbringing. Being growing up in a war zone
Yeah, a
situation.
hostel. Yeah,
But
a hostel upbringing.
wow, and then obviously you fall pregnant with your son, and then obviously you have complications, and you're not able to do
Yeah,
your
but
job.
because the only reason I had to give up that job was because I fallen pregnant when I was 18, and I spent Jesus endless hours, like nights in the hospital. Like it was like my second home,
Mhm.
and and I held on. I thought he was going to be okay. I had it was like, do you know, like a wee hole or something in like the water bag. But
Mhm.
anyways, but I got the 26 weeks, and I can't blame the doctors because they should have just given him oxygen because he came out crying, and I just turned around and said, "Son, give me my son." So Michael, he took his last breaths and like in my arms. You know, like it says, live and die on this day, son. Live and sorry, it's getting a bit upset. It's just live and die on this
Take your
day,
time.
you know.
Take your time. So
No,
your son actually, if your firstborn son actually died, then is that what you're saying?
yeah, he lived for an hour and 22 minutes, and so obviously when I thought I right, my brother. Well, I went to Amsterdam. My brother sadly. Do you know why? I don't even want to talk about it. I like real depressed and stuff because I don't want to seem like a snob. But my brother, he actually, after Michael died, he got me my passport and everything, and brought me to Amsterdam for nothing.
Wow.
I didn't have to pay a penny. But Robert, my brother, my absolute, see the pain of losing two sons
Wow. You see,
does not compare to the pain of losing my brother. He died on Christmas Day. Here's me, go get that fat bastard up. Like, 'cause I always called him fat. He wasn't fat, he was just fat. But I was like, go get that fat bastard up, and he's dead in his bed.
wow. That's insane. I mean, so you said you lost two children as well.
Two children I've got, two kids, Michael and John, and obviously I have Lincoln
Okay.
now. But do you know what? I don't look at them as like, oh, I don't feel sorry for myself. Is that like, yeah, that's the word to say. I don't feel sorry for myself, lad.
Mhm. That's the. I mean, as a parent, that's probably it's also the worst thing. But I mean, you seem to be doing like you seem to be. You know, it's just you seem to really like. I don't. You must say you must be spiritually very very strong to be able to sort of carry on, move on, and and just.
Yeah, thanks very much. That would be the word to say. Spiritually strong.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I remember I went to my doctor and my doctor says, Daniel, if I'd been through half the shit that you've been through, I'd be on the drink, drugs, everything.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy. So your first son died basically after you gave birth to him. Is that right? And then is that right? The first one
Yeah,
died.
he lived for an hour and 22
Wow,
minutes with me.
that's
And
crazy.
John, baby John, he was only 21 weeks, so like, he didn't stand a chance. So I pulled him out of me.
Wow,
But it
that's
was
crazy.
actually his anniversary last Sunday on Mother's Day as well, for fuck's sake.
Wow, that's insane. And so, how old is your child? How old is the child that you have now then?
Link is
7, yeah.
7 years. He's coming in now in July.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You must be very overprotective over him. Very, very overprotective. Protective.
Yeah, like anything, like if I see something in his skin or like I am like what would you call it? Contract? What's the word?
Overreact? Overreact or?
I don't know, but there's another word for it. But that's me. Like, oh my god,
Yeah, and
overprotective.
overprotective as well. Yeah, you'd be within your rights. To lose one child is hard, but to lose two children, that's incredible. And then obviously to top it off, you've lost your brother as well.
Oh, I feel. But see, to be honest, like I said, see the pain of losing them two kids does not compare to the pain of losing Robert. And I lost my mother last year as well. But like, oh, I was terrible pain.
Wow.
But see the only thing about this death, my mother's death, I grieved straight off a bat. Whereas, like, see, when I lost Robert, like, I put my head through the window twice. Don't get me wrong, like, I replaced it twice, but I put my head through the window. I was just so angry.
Wow. So your brother's death is really you and your brother obviously had a serious bond there, and you know,
Did we went to Amsterdam twice with each other. The
yeah.
second time it was just me and him.
That's credible. I mean, people will. Even me. I'm sitting there looking at you like, how are you even still standing? Like most people
Really?
just most people lose half the stuff you've lost. And they'll be in some big problems. I know you touched on a little bit that you had a little you used to you did you say you used to drink a little bit sort of thing, but
Yeah. See, I to be honest, like, I went on a bender for like 2 weeks,
mhm,
and I didn't care about Lincoln. Did
mhm,
not care. And my head just went after Robert then.
mhm,
And I'm going to be honest, and I ended up getting Lincoln like two coffees and like days there. Lad, I was fucking partying, and I fell down the stairs, split the whole side of me open, and I didn't even know. Like, I was in such a bad place. See, all this is all my real hair, but I came back when I was on the mission. I came back to my ma's house, and Gwen and my twin sister, she couldn't even, my man all couldn't even look at me. Like, I was in a bad way. So I am so proud of myself of how far I've came. Got my own gaff, and I'm just chilling. Do you know
mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, you should honestly be so proud of yourself because to like I said, like I can't even. I've got three children myself, and I can't even comprehend even half of what you said. Like, yeah, you just couldn't even. You don't even want to think about that, and the fact that you've had to actually
Yeah,
the fact that you've actually had to go through this, and it's incredible. So I mean, you really should be really proud of yourself and how you're actually progressing in life and moving
well,
forward.
I wasn't proud of myself maybe about a few years ago. I was fucking disgusted at myself. Why I'm fucking, I can't believe I'm here.
Why would you say
Even, e-
why would you say that you were unhappy with yourself like back then?
I was disgusted in myself a couple of years ago.
Why?
Absolutely disgusted. Because the way I was running about. So, I mean, I was off my nut. And my mom always says, Danielle, for someone that wouldn't take a tablet, and I was on everything. Like, I was just, oh, it was bad.
So you was
I
on the
wasn't on
drinks and
heroin or
you was
anything. Like,
you was on the drinks and drugs then basically for quite
yeah,
heavy.
basically, yeah,
Mhm. Wow.
for like, it was longer than 2 weeks straight. It was just that my man knew that, like, there was something wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I need to get a police to get her.
Mhm. So what would you say was the turning point for that? Like what made you think, fuck, I gotta stop this. I gotta clean my life up.
I'll tell you why. I ended up. I was obviously a step my family. I didn't have a home. I went to this like women's hostel, and for fuck's sake, it's closed down now. But I went to this women's hospital or hostel, sorry, and it was locked down,
Mhm.
and it changed my life.
Wow.
It got me. I didn't even. All I do now is smoke about like a weed, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
at night time. You know what I mean? But that hostel saved my life.
Wow. Do you want to explain? Do you want to talk about that a little bit? How it saved your life, what it done? Because there must have been
Yeah.
someone there that made a real impact on your life there that
Oh
helped you.
yes, there was. and you call her Rachel. She's from down south.
Hmm.
She kept reminding me like, you're doing so well. And it's just making a friendship. When I came out of that hostel, I ended up living with her
Hmm.
in Cliftonville. You don't obviously don't know where it is, but it's only across the water, and the waterworks not like actually a sea, but it was her. It was her. It saved my life.
Wow, that's what I mean. There's some people out there that really do like you can make a big difference. You know, it's like just one person believing in you, one person speaking to you, one
Yeah,
person taking the
it
time.
just takes one person,
Definitely, definitely, just one
or
person
even
to
it's
believe in you.
not even just one person, one thing.
Hmm. That's it. And obviously, that's something that you were missing for a very long time in your life. Then someone that actually
Yeah,
listened to you.
because you know why? You notice, you notice like when you're sitting there and you have money and you're doing coke and smoking weed and like drinking, and then you have it all, and then see when you come off of it, you, all your mates that you thought was mates gone.
Yeah, that's it. It's literally, and some people get sidetracked by that. If, when you've got money and there's loads of drinks, loads of alcohol, there's loads of partying,
Yeah.
there's always people there with their hands up. No matter what, you can have no friends in the world, but if you've got money, as soon as you got that little
Yes,
bit, as soon as you got a penny, there's people with their hands up.
yes, you're 100%. Oh my god. What made you want to interview me?
You just seem like you had a really interesting, like you just seemed like you had there was just something interesting about you. Like I could just pick something up that there was something interesting about you.
Like an energy.
Definitely, I definitely believe in that a lot. Like some people think I just
And
message
then now
everyone.
you've listened to my depressing story.
Hmm.
I'm sure you're like, Jesus, I'm sorry. I've even...
No, 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 no. This is the whole point of this is the whole point of my show to give people a voice to actually talk about how they're feeling and where that's the whole point of it. So please take your time and
Well,
just start when you're ready and talk about your depression because I know it's a massive thing in Northern Ireland. Like
it
the suicide rates in Northern Ireland are literally
is the hat
astronomical.
in the whole world.
Yeah, and in the world as well. Yeah, and in the whole world. But yeah, but
No, it is no, but Northern Ireland, Belfast, like Belfast especially,
mhm.
has the most highest suicide rate in the whole world.
Wow, that's insane. Because I think as well, I think as well, Irish people, culturally, they're bred to be like strong, like strong. You don't talk
Yeah,
about your feelings. It's very old school mentality.
exactly,
Don't talk about how you're feeling.
exactly.
Go to work, do this, do this. You're a man, be a man, sort of thing. That's the kind of thing that.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Oh my God, see many of my friends have hung themselves. Like fucking everyone I run about with as a child has killed themselves.
Wow.
Do you know the first person that like that killed themselves? God, see even thinking about it. I was only fucking 13,
Mhm.
14, and it was. Do you know what it was over?
Oh,
£50 debt,
wow.
£50 debt, and he took his life. I was only 14.
Wow. Was he under pressure by people or something or?
I just think because obviously when you're younger you don't have 50 quid, do you? When you're
Yeah, if
14,
no, £50 when you're younger may as well be £1 million, you know?
yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah, and he just never saw no outs, and this is one of the things. There's a story I'll share with you as well.
Can I just show you my view?
Yeah, go, go, go. Wow,
Hi, Nisa.
that is very nice. It's very nice. I was just gonna
I
make
live.
I was just gonna make a point that when your kids are younger, everything can be like over exaggerated slightly. You think like it's the end of the world. I remember when I got caught stealing when I was younger, and I thought my
Really?
mum. Well, yeah, when I was probably about 10ish, 9ish, 10ish, I got caught stealing, and my older brother saw me, and he said he's gonna tell my mum, and
Oh,
I was so scared. And to be honest with you, I was so scared. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna get. I thought I'm not gonna get out of this, and I actually thought about jumping out of my window. I actually thought about doing that.
Ah, no way.
Honest to God, I actually thought about doing that. And this is one of the things I always tell my kids. No matter what happens, it's net. If
Tell him.
well, no matter what happens, you just tell. Because if you get told
Yeah.
off, if you get told off, you get told off. That's it. You
What?
know.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. You're gonna get told off. That's it. You do something wrong in life, you get a slap on the wrist and you take it. But
Yeah.
can you imagine my mum's whole thinking if I would have like jumped out my window? Like I thought, but I didn't do it. But I thought about doing it. You know,
Yeah. Oh,
obviously
yeah. It was in your
it
mindset.
was in
Like,
my mind. So for kids, it's very important. You know, when you do something in life, your parents may be angry with you. Some parents may even give you a smack. But you know,
yeah.
it's never gonna be as bad as what you think it's gonna be. And
I
everything you've done,
remember
yeah,
when
everything
I
you've
got
done,
caught
your kids
smoking.
yeah.
The first time I got caught smoking, the first time I got caught, no hate. Well, we call it hiking here
Mhm.
on the hike or on the beak. Do you know, like missing school,
Mhm.
ditching school,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so we call it on the hike. And I knew I was going to get it when I came in, because obviously I knew that I was caught. And you know what I got hit with?
Yeah.
A bamboo stick,
A bamboo
for a
stick.
leg, a bamboo stick for a leg.
Yep. Yep. Definitely. I
And
remember the
then
bamboo stick.
did I go on the hike again? Yeah, it did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I remember the bamboo stick. You know, they do say like Irish parents are a lot like black parents as well. You know,
Oh, what?
they're a lot like
Yeah,
that. You know, like the same thing. You know, in the black community as well. Like mental health is kind of like looked at as it's kind of stigmatized. It's like there is just a
it's a
culture of
taboo, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, man up. It's getting better now. It's getting like the mental health side of things now is getting better now. But generally, like you know, like they say, like I speak to a lot of people
Like,
that are
see,
from
man, I'm sure you have your days where you're like, I can't be annoyed. Like, I don't want to get out of bed. Do you ever get them days?
I had those days when I went bankrupt and I lost all my company and everything. I had those days. I was literally it was a while. It was about 3 years ago. It happened to me. I went bankrupt and
Oh my
I
god.
lost my company and a lot of people stitched me up out of money and then I got stuck with it. So I had to go bankrupt. And back then it was just horrible until I sorted out my debt solution. I had to do like one of those debt management things. Like I was a
Yeah,
mess. I was literally upstairs. All I wanted to do is lay in bed, and no one could have said anything to me. I didn't want to work out.
yeah.
I didn't want to do nothing. And but the moment I got that sorted out through a debt management company, then you know I was okay. But it was horrible. It's like bailiffs coming every 5 minutes and stuff like that. And it's probably
Do
the
you
worst
know,
time.
do you
Yeah.
know, there's no such thing as bailiffs here?
No.
And do you know why?
Mm-mm.
Because they get shot. I'm being serious.
Wow.
Do you, do you think I'm there?
No, it's hard to believe, but it's hard to believe. So they just turn up, someone gets shot. You just turn up to
I
get some money.
swear to God, I'm not joking. And right, you move here, right? Just stay here for a couple of months. The only cunt that comes around is a TV license, people. I'd be like, I don't have a TV. Why have you got a remote in your hand? I've got ADHD. You know, I've got diabetes.
Wow, wow, that's crazy. So is there like is there a lot of gun crime then in Northern Ireland now?
Well, there is a couple of people that's been shot over the last. Sure, didn't I hear about the cop being shot?
I did hear something about that. What I did is explain it. Go to explain it. Sorry, what happened?
Okay. Well, it's the only thing I don't agree with, right? He was I think he actually run the cop run the like football. It was in Derry or something.
Hmm.
The facility, and it was like four men came in masked up and just bang. Do you know one time I swear to God, one time, 2 seconds. I think there was someone.
No problem. No problem.
2 seconds.
No problem. Take your time.
Hang on a minute. Sorry about that.
That's
But
all right.
that there was one time I was at a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just and the fella was in the party got lifted and stuff. Like got like nicked, and it's just his belly buzzing in. His man, like masked up man, came with hammers, right? And then I stood there and I watched like just bang. It was like his ma and some fella Didi like was sleeping, just bang over the head. And I was like, "What is it you're looking for?" Like it tried to remove everybody's phones, or like everybody get into your room, remove the phones. I said, "I don't have a phone. What is it you're here for?" And he's like, "Because he stroked someone's prescription on like the Shanka, which is a Protestant state." And I was like, "I'll help you." So I mean, I can get along with anybody.
So you helped the burglars, did you? You helped the robbers.
Oh, I fucking read it. And he says, "I know you have any sense, but get out of here."
Wow, that's crazy. So, I mean, it seems like, you know, that you've had a crazy lifestyle, a crazy life, crazy upbringing, crazy experiences. But the grief alone, but you're still standing, you're still doing strong. Um,
Oh, fuck the grief. The grief's alright. Do you know what I mean?
wow, that's insane. And how you finding the alcohol now? You've been able to sort of, is it 2 weeks you've been clean now, did you say?
What?
With alcohol free.
Of the alcohol? No, like I have a drink like every or second week, you know?
Oh, okay, okay.
So like I mean it's not excessive. I remember when I was like doing like lockdown, I I was just waking up and just drinking straight away.
Hmm. Wow, that's
But I'm alright now.
fair enough. That's good. That's good, obviously. Okay, so what does life look like for you now? What does life look like for you now?
Well, I don't know. I'm not saying anything like because I don't want to put a scut on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But you're.
So I mean it's okay. Like
Hmm. Okay. Do you have a partner now? Do you have a partner at all?
no, fuck
Or...
that.
Okay. Okay, that sounded really meaningful. Fuck that. What's happened in terms of relationships in your lifetime? Then would you say like were you late? What's happened
There's
in
been
terms of that?
shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's just been shit.
Hmm.
Like my last partner, you call him Chipmunk. That was his straight name or whatever. And I grew up with him. Like me and him, like we're from school. We
Hmm.
opened our GCSEs and all that. Fuck, we were together for years. Like,
Hmm.
but and then it just turned violent. But don't get me wrong, I love a good scrap. Do you know what I mean? But it was always a fair scrap. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like it was dirty. You could get your things in.
Wow. So domestic violence is obviously a big thing in your life as well, then.
Oh no, not really. I'd stick my head into anybody.
Wow.
I'd stick my head into you.
What have I done? Don't shoot.
Shit, shit. I can rap as well. Do you want to hear rap?
Yeah, why not? Let's hear a rap. Let's hear a rap from
Do you know
Daniel Lemon.
Easy?
Sorry.
Do you know Easy?
Hmm.
Right, I made this rap. Now this was like when I say meth days, it's not that meth. It's like the meth you like sniff. But I made this up very easy, right? You ready?
Hmm.
Why a great man you were. People should have addressed you, sir. Oh, eight, only we can see what you have done to me. See your reigns about crimes, you give us a clear vision. Didn't make no decision, there's like in the back seat, but you didn't take the fit. You had hate, badass motherfucker. You weren't take the first sucker. Later, I packed, everybody had your back. Took legs that came easy, not feeling no pain. He was ahead of the game. For such a master, you put the end disaster. What can I say? You're NWA.
Well, hey, well, hey. So you like rap music then, do you?
It's my go-to.
Hmm. Okay.
Why do you know?
Yeah, I like a whole load of genres of music. To be fair, I like a lot of everything. You know, even everything. You know, I'm into everything. You know, so yeah. So I mean, what have you got looking? What have you got to look forward to now? Like next 5 years, is there anything you want to do? Anything you want to achieve?
The next 5 years, do you know what? I would like love to. Do you know what I love to do? But the only thing is, a criminal record. Do you ever see like people attend tell you on a private yacht?
Okay, yeah.
I know it's completely off the mark, but yeah, it's what I want to do.
You want to work on like on cruise ships and stuff like that, yeah?
Like mega yachts, yeah,
Oh, okay, that'd be nice. I'm sure that's achievable. I'm sure that is achievable.
with a criminal record, but
Okay. All right. You mentioned your criminal record. I've got to ask, unfortunately. What have you got a
yeah,
criminal
well,
record
I'll
for?
tell you right now, right? It's assault on police, assault on police, assault on police, assault on police. Do you know, I swear to God, lad, see if you sneeze and fall back into a police officer, you're arrested.
Wow.
It used to be here if if the peeler didn't have his hat on, he couldn't arrest you because he's not in full uniform. But now that it's fucking the swarm at you,
Fair enough. Fair enough. So,
fuck
I
the
mean,
police.
what the police? So, have you been to prison before at all?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
What the fuck do you think this is? I've been
Well,
to
well,
prison.
well, when you say that you've been arrested 4 times, one expects that you
I
might have.
spent 16 hours in Musgrave for a crime I did not commit.
Wow. What was the crime?
That was just for Southern, please.
You didn't do it. You done it the four
I
times.
did
The fifth,
do
the fifth time wasn't you. It was someone else running around with it.
I'm on
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, like I said, you seem to have like a really positive energy about you. You know, I mean, is there anything you want to sort of maybe give back? Like, because there's a lot of people that might need someone like you to speak to that might have been through a whole load of stuff just
Yeah,
like you.
I would just like to say, get a picture of yourself when you were young, when you were a kid, and then say to that picture, I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Every time I'm doing better. I always look at the pictures of my young self and I say, lad, I'm fucking killing it. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. So, was that something you learned from that lady that helped you at the hostel? Was that something that you picked up from her, or was it something that?
No fuck. She's madder than me. But no, I learned that up just by myself because I was these pictures, and then I had pictures like of my sons, and I would say I'm doing better.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Every day I'm doing better.
Mhm, mhm.
I wake up and I get out of bed. That's a positive. That's positive number one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can get out of bed any morning, so can anybody.
Mhm. Would you say you're religious or spiritual at least? I know you're spiritual,
Yeah,
but
yeah. That I like I stopped praying to God, but when I prayed to God, I don't know if it was just like what do you call it, like a fluke. But I prayed to God to make me like I just want to be happy. And the next morning I woke up and then I cleaned my whole gaff, had a coffee, and I was like, I'm happy.
that's the bit. Sometimes when you put positivity out into the universe, sometimes it will come back to you. You know, if you keep believing and you don't give up, it will come back to you eventually. You know, like it can't always be happy all the time, but if you're thankful
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you're thankful and you appreciate what you have on a day-to-day basis, eventually good stuff will start coming for you.
You're 100% right. But I don't have time for it. So I don't.
No, no,
I,
honestly, this
I
is who
ain't
you
got
are.
no power for that.
Yeah, this is who you are. This is who you are, and this is how you're able to move on. So people can't. No one can no one can hurt someone that's actually being positive and not trying to live with their grief and stuff, and obviously moving on.
No one can hurt me because I'm already hurt myself.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was badly beat up, like it says, fucking and I had to get all my hair chopped off, all my hair, because like obviously it was muddied so much, and I thought I was gonna look like Rihanna Tinkerbell, but you know what it was?
What's that?
Sorry, it's gonna, you know what it looked like? Arlene Foster.
Fair enough. Red hair is always a tricky one. It's always a tricky one for girls when they do it,
No,
isn't it?
no, it's not that bad. It's because I could beat my hair wasn't even red yet. I was just beat up and I had to get it all chopped off.
Oh
So
wow.
all this is mine.
What were you? What did you? What was the fight over?
I'll tell you what the fight was bleeding over. Um, there's this fella I know, yeah, and he came and met MD. He came with MD, and they were trying to plead and rob him. And I said, "What the fuck are you doing robbing him? You're going to get some anyways." And oh, I got thrown down the stairs and all. I tell you what, see his hair, it's made of steel.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy. I can't even. It just sounds like you've just had such an eventful and such a traumatic sort of life. It's just normal for you now,
I,
isn't it?
when I look back on it, I'm like, fuck. Even when I'm talking about it now, I'm like, fuck.
Mhm. Mhm.
A
Mhm. So what's a good day look like for you then? What's a good day for you?
good day looks like I get up, I'm happy, I make myself a tea, and then that's it. I'm simple.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And obviously you're aspiring to get on the cruise ships and like travel the world and
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that should be doable. I mean, it's not like you haven't actually been charged or prosecuted for any of your crimes. Otherwise, you would have actually had to go to prison, wouldn't you, or something?
Um, I have to.
Okay. Okay.
I've been charged anyways. Look, that's just everybody be charged. So I mean, like
Mhm.
that time when like house got raided with like bombs and ammunition, I was like, I didn't even do fuck all at a church.
Mhm. Oh,
I
wow.
was just standing
Wow. You were just standing there. I don't know. You were just standing there.
there.
All right, all right, all right. Getting towards the end of it. This is that's just down. This now up to you. We'll give it 5 minutes. You can ask me any questions, anything you want to talk about. Just let me know, and I'll try to be as honest as I can and answer it.
How's your life?
My life, yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm quite happy family wise, quite happy business wise. Its business is becoming a little bit more challenging now because I'm dealing with more people like on the social media side. So it's like
Yeah,
learning how to sort of learning how to manage people without sort of stepping on.
compose it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a challenging. It's more challenging than I thought it would be, to be fair. But I haven't given up. I'm still trying. When you're trying, you can, eventually you'll get
So
there.
all you can do is try and try and try. My
Hmm.
sorry. All you
That's
can
right.
do is try. Here, do you know Andy Tate? Sorry, from Manchester United. Next Tuesday, April Fool's Day, and the biggest fool in Manchester is you, David Moyes.
So you're
No,
you're 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 a you're a Manny fan then, yeah? Ha-
seriously.
Happy days, happy
Only
days.
when they're alright. Like,
No, well, I mean, it's been tough. Like, I support United as well, and it's been tough for us. This
no
last,
way,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, I actually named my son after Cristiano Ronaldo. To be fair,
No way. Why'd you call your son?
Ronaldo.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
silly. Like,
yeah. I honestly, I was obsessed with from. I remember seeing him when he was
my
18.
brother got was obsessed with fucking Cristiano
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
yeah. But I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed with him when I first saw him at 18. Like the first time I saw him when he was 18 playing, he played like an international game, an under 18s game for Portugal
Brilliant.
versus England, and it was such a good game. And I just thought this guy's gonna be the
Do you
best in the
know
world.
Ronaldo used to run with weights on his feet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard the stories of him. I've heard the stories.
He is, yeah, but you know the only thing I don't like? See the way he called it United? I'm just like, no.
Nah, 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 100%. What he needs to understand is that
There was no need for it.
no, no, everyone reaches a time in their life when they get any for every footballer. When time comes to the end, you can't do as much anymore. And we did not need someone up front standing there waiting for delivery. We need someone chasing down balls. The whole team needs to press from the front. And the moment we started doing it, you seen what's happened.
Yes. And you know what? Because it's not just a one man team.
No, definitely not.
When Ronaldo, can you picture being in a dressing room, right? And then they being prepped to go to fucking the match. And then it's just all about Ronaldo. Could you
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
how could you live up there?
Exactly, and you know, if he hadn't have gone and he would have still been here, we'd have been in a 10 times better, worse
Maybe not.
position. And
Yeah,
also,
not.
Rashford wouldn't have had the chance to show his ability, you know. And I think it's since I think if
Beautiful.
the one thing
Not
I wish
beautifully
Ronaldo didn't come
looking.
back. I wish Ronaldo didn't come back because
Yes,
Rashford was
he's not
ready.
coming back.
Yeah, I wish he didn't come back. I would
Not
say I
my
wish.
watch anyways. And I don't even have a watch. Just saying.
Mm, yeah, definitely. So yeah, so.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I'll have to now that I know you're a Man United fan, I'll have to call you in. We'll do like a Man United watch along game soon.
Yes. Oh my god, I'd be right up my stream.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. And like I said, it's been fantastic talking to you. Like amazing life experiences, amazing story, really
Do you
interesting
not think it
person.
was a bit much?
No, it's your story, you know. It's your story. It's your story. And you know, I did say from
Yeah,
the
but
start.
in my opinion, do you not think that was a bit much?
No, it's your story. It's entirely up to you what you give away. You know, it's like I said to you at the start of the interview. You know, it's whatever you want to talk about. You can talk about. It's your time. You can talk about whatever you want, and I let you speak.
Do you know what? You can just feel the energy of you. You're such a good kid. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, I'm 10 years older than you,
I
by the
know
way.
you're not a kid, but everybody in Belfast calls kids. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, no worries. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Like lovely having you on, and like I said, we'll definitely do a Man United watch along game with you. And
100. See if you don't, I'll find out where you live.
steady on now. I don't need no one's head going through my windows. I don't need that here.
Let it bun bun.
Boom, boom. Guys, this was Danielle Miller on TikTok. daniellemillar66 on TikTok. Make sure you guys check her out. Amazing lady. Thank you very much for joining us. Peace.